Hey everyone, we're back. It's been a while. 1 year. Not that much. But I don't post since last year. Uh, First things first, Happy New Year. I hope everyone is having some fantastic holidays. And may all your dreams be accomplished by the time being. In 2026. The My Hero Final roster has been finally announced. It's been a while, I know. I didn't post. I was having some problems. Life, you know. We finally have confirmed the last few characters that conclude the roster of One's Justice 2, which is great. But I also saw a lot of people complaining about it. You guys can see here we have a Nomu, Gentle Brava, Inazza, Kami, and Seiji. Here's the thing, no Spinner, which kind of feels kind of odd, considering that some characters like Nabi, Shigaraki, All For One, All Might. All Might is kind of debatable. Like, I mean, technically all of them are kind of debatable because you can use the argument of oh, but it's a different moveset. Oh no, but the 3D model is different. Yeah, that's true. But My Hero has too many characters. People wanted to see those characters. All Might, we have Armored All Might. Deku, we have 5 Dekus. And no Spinner. Like, we have the whole Class A. No new students for Class B besides Monoma. When you look at the full roster of 68 characters, it's a lot. But it kind of it doesn't feel as great as it could be. Like especially for people that are fan of some more minor characters, I think it's very unlikely that we get I don't know, like a Curious in the game, which kind of sucks. But I have some stuff to comment. Well, first I wanted to thank the Real Queen Jr. I will be using his video to make some commentaries. He recorded a lot of stuff. I didn't talk to the guy personally, but I mean, it's all we have, you know. I will be commenting about the gameplay. Go to his video. Since he played the game, he can talk more in depth about the whole gameplay mechanics. I will just show off some of the new characters and yada yada. Now that we have a bit more of her gameplay, she has a mechanic where she can load bullets on her arm, which seems to change the type. I honestly, like I said, go to his channel. He talks in way more depth than I'll be talking here. I'm just here to spread the info, per se. Here's the thing. Even though the final roster is a bit disappointing, because we were kind of expecting new entries, and it feels weird to, like, the final announced characters is characters that we already had. Feels weird, but like it makes sense. They were announcing the characters as the anime was releasing, so they were usually showing what was more hype in the moment. So we have the new All For One, announce him in game. We have a new Deku, announce him in game. So it makes sense why they would market that way. It just feels odd to end it like that. But I don't think the hope is completely lost. Here's the thing. What I will be working, saying, theorizing right now, it's something that is purely in my head, but I do think it makes a lot of sense. Because here's the thing. They changed a lot of things for All Justice. As for now, we do not have a photo mode anymore. We also don't have the arcade mode. We have something that could be the arcade. In a way, it has potential, but they've cut some content from the game, and not like they didn't add something. We have an open world. It's the first time that we have an open world in a My Hero game. Other stuff that they also cutted was like Plus Ultras 2. Even though I coped hard for so long, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. Unless by a miracle they somehow announce it as a future update, which I don't think it's possible because, I mean, photo mode was something that they announced later on in One's Justice 2. So you never know what they could be bringing. Like, they seem pretty invested in the My Hero franchise. I hope it's bringing them a lot of revenue because I hope if they are having an income, we are getting content. Some of the other stuff that they cutted, besides the Plus Ultra, was like intros. Characters do not have that special animation anymore. We have some poses, but let's be real, the pose is something that you're doing like, what, 5 minutes with the character already rigged. You just go there and make a pose, come on. We don't have outros anymore either. No camera play for intros, no camera play for outros, no camera play for Plus Ultras. And that's to say something. It does change the gameplay because it makes the game more dynamic. It makes the game fast. But something that I didn't saw personally anyone considering, it makes the game takes less effort to maintain. What I mean about that, it's whenever they make a DLC, they don't have to make intros, outros, plus ultras for 5 different characters. Obviously, they will have the work of making the moveset of the character, but that's something that they would have regardless. Like, that's not something to worry. But they already cut the work on a lot of stuff. It could really be something that they can use to their advantage. So, since there's less work, quote, less work to do in the game, they can focus on pumping out more content. For One's Justice 1, we had like what, 3 characters as a DLC. It was Shoot Style Deku that came later on. I don't think he's even considered a DLC. I think he was a free update if I remember correctly. We had Inazza, and we had Endeavor. I think it was those. So yeah, 3 characters, One's Justice, 2 come around. We have 2 packs of characters, a lot of costumes because they do make a lot of revenue for costumes. That's something else that I want to talk about. Let's end my line of thought first. 2 packs of DLCs for characters, 5 on each, 10 characters total. Already improved from the first game. We also had costumes as DLCs. Costumes also generate a lot of revenue, and here's the thing. In the first 2 games, we had cosmetics. In a way where you could customize your character the way that you wanted. You could get like a snipe hat and put on any character. It was a festival. I loved it. But it makes sense why they would cut it. Again, more work. They wouldn't need to... And again, more work. Some characters were different sized. And for that, they needed to make the costume fit a character that size. And we don't have that anymore. The costumes now, they seem to be locked in as just costumes. Like, you have a recolor for Monoma, where his coat is like a blue. It will be that. You are not customizing anymore. Again, and that's the thing. I'm bringing out that so maybe you guys will click the same way that I did, because since there's less work, we are not necessarily bounded to 2 packs of characters anymore. Like, I think that 2 packs would be kind of way too little, actually. Considering that it would be, what, 10 characters? With how big My Hero roster is, I honestly can see this going to up to maybe 4 packs, 20 characters. With the 20 characters, here's the thing. The final roster is 68. Even though it's a huge number, I remember when the game was first announced, everyone was talking like, oh, maybe it will be a roster as big as Sparking Zero, which I understand why people say that they wouldn't like that, because I think Sparking Zero, all the characters are kind of the same but with a different moveset, but it doesn't really have any crazy mechanic where one character is completely different from another. I could be talking about something that is completely false. But everyone had this hype for the characters to have a lot of them. And with 20 characters more in the roster, that would make 88 characters, which is a way more pleasant number to look at, if I must say. Well, all that is just to say that hope is not all lost. I know that I coped hard with the Plus Ultra, but again, they have Ultra Rumble that is generate infinite revenue. They will have All's Justice that seems to be the final My Hero game in a long time. There's a lot of things that they can do. They can have a lot of DLCs. I don't even say that the characters will have their adult version because maybe that's a bit too much. Maybe Deku. Deku might still get another character because my god, Deku can't stop winning. Deku fans, you guys are eating good. Deku still might get another character as a DLC, but the others could get a costume, and the costume would be just fine. They would have the same size, which could be a bother for some, but as long as they get the visuals, I think that's cool enough. What do you guys think? For now, it was basically that. Again, Happy New Year to everyone. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, like, leave a comment, all the stuff that you guys already know. I'll try to post more. I still need to record again. That was it. Bye-bye.